Hey y'all, what is up everybody? What is up YouTube? Sparky Marky, and I'm back to do a review and unboxing and a review for a certain watch which you're looking at here. Cirque in 1982 and 1990. Cirque in 1992 in Japan, but released in the USA in the summer of 1990, and this will be released in Japan in 1992. But it's kind of difficult. Was it 1990 or 1992? But this was released overseas in 1992. As you can see here, that in 1990 was released overseas, first becoming popular. Vice versa Blake import in Japan of the DW-5900 series. Third, the first model was called what do you call it? Third is the first model was called, but it's a trigraph, or in this case scenario. But this was released in October of 1990 in Japan, but overseas it was in the US it was 1990 that year. And you already heard me talk about 1992. Plus, to mention one more project that came out that year was Beethoven. Very cool movie. And also, let's get back to this watch. So yeah, you got this variation with no electroluminescent backlight, but it had the trigraph becoming most popular. And with that, let me show you something. I'm gonna do this on a future video for watches and movies. This one I'm gonna show it to you. This one was featured in the wrist, the original DW-5900 in the film Transformers: Rise of the Machines, if I said the name right. So yeah, that one was featured in the wrist of an actor named Anthony Ramos. There it is. And also worn the wrist of Tom Seymour in Passenger 57. And then worn by the wrist of Martin Lawrence as Detective Burnett in Bad Boys 1. Yep, here's a screenshot of the film. Anybody remembers the movie? Then it would later be worn by what's that dude's name? Oh, okay, here's a scene in Bad Boys. Look at the watch. Okay, then would be worn by John Goodman as Walter Walter in The Big Lebowski. Yes. Anybody remembers that movie? Great comedy movie that stars Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, and some other known actresses and actors. Also, you will later be seeing variants over the years. And especially, this is the holiday version that we got some years back. A couple years ago. Alright, let's get back to where we were. So this was released in October of 1992. I was a year old at the time. Then the next one will be that same year. And this one is noted as maybe a gold version because the letterings are gold. And noted may have a gold buckle, if I'm not mistaken. Here's a red camel, part of the, well, it's part of the winter premium in December of 92, the year my cousin was born that year. And a month after a friend of mine turned 4 that year. Actually, a friend of mine turned 3 that year. And another friend as well. And another friend was about 4. And then this came out the same time as well, part of the winter, for the Xmas winter premium. This is the winter premium, and this is the Xmas premium, because it's the color representing Christmas. And you've seen this before, you heard me talk about it. Variations with the Christmas themed colors. Here is also part of the, I can't even tell what is part of it, but Same basic models, but it's a white face version with red letterings, white letterings as well. But the whole face is white with blue letterings and a little gold right here. And here you have the nowadays, which you've seen me talked about before. And here's an all blacked out version. Here's the Technicolor psychedelic color, which I did a review on. Here's a part of the multicolor style. So yeah, this is like the line of the 5900 series, going back 32 years now. Wow, has it been that long? We make it 34 years since 1990. And two of my buddies are now 34 now. So yeah, let's go to the watch, like right now. Alrighty, folks, so with all that out of the way, here's the watch. And yes, if anybody remembers where I talked about this watch in the movie, even on my previous videos, this is the watch that we worn by Martin Lawrence and John Goodman in 2 movies. Martin Lawrence in Bad Boys and John Goodman in The Big Lebowski. Yep. Amazing timepiece, by the way. Amazing. So yeah, I wasn't born yet I was born in 91. This came out in like 90 or 92, but in Japan in 92, maybe US in 1990, in the fall that year. But it was in October 92 in Japan. 2 meters water resistant. Okay, functionalities, you got your alarms of 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is where you can customize, I think. Okay, you got your alarms, your dual timer, my personal favorite, and the stopwatch. And you can see that, you can split, and that digital right there is moving while it's stopping. And stop. And back to your home time. And that thing's still going, and you can see the digital right here. So yeah, and noted there was another one that doted a gold version of the watch that had a gold buckle actually. But it's easy or hard to get as long as you buy it pre-owned or maybe new, depends on the condition it is. And so yeah, when I first got this watch, I got it as an offer. I pressed watch and got an offer a few weeks later during a sale or something on eBay, and it had no bezel, and the band seen better days because it was used. Then I had to find the band, the bezel and the band. The band, you can find it easily. It's a 304 strap that you see it on the nowadays of the 6900s, the 6600s, the original the nowadays of the 5900s, but various colors, if you've seen my previous videos about it. And among other things, and let's take a look at the back quickly. Even though this is a brand new strap, obviously I would say that, but it's Japan. 1914 is the module number of this watch. Very magnificent piece. And thank God, 6 years ago, we got this back, and it has electroluminescent backlight. This is how you call it a throwback. I'll leave you a link in the description box from the doctor, and maybe about another YouTuber that has a similar one like this, or maybe in different colorations of the screen. And as well as G-Shock High Fashion, Jess Chef. If you're listening to this, dude, you rule, dude. And don't ignore that, folks. That's in the garage. Water running on the laundry, so now it's finally moved in the garage. So yeah, let's test out the screen mode. So you have to press these 3 buttons. Oh yeah, when you press this, when you press start and stop, oh god, oh yeah. When you press the split reset, here it is, and that's the wrong year, by the way. Oh, darn. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, let me be clear. Why is it going back until... yeah, this is an... it has an auto calendar. So, yeah, it's kind of bummer. Yeah, this has an auto calendar until 2019. So, yeah. Really bites the dust. But the dates, you can change it yourself. So today's May 3rd. So yeah, leave it like that, folks. So yeah, the test screen mode, you have to press here, adjust, mode, and start stop. Press together. What you got? Test screen mode. So yeah. Well, all in all, folks, this is a good, cool timepiece, of course. And now we have electroluminescent backlight on the reissue ones. But this is always good to have it and keep it safe in your collection. If you're planning on wearing this, make sure you have the band and bezel that matches. The other ones that has this kind of shape has now the light button now. These don't have light buttons, so among other things. So yeah, let's play a music from 1992. So yeah, what music exactly are we going to be playing from that time? Well, let's be my guests, and let's play the music that can fit the year of the watch. Admire a couple seconds before we start playing. Now it's music time. Let's go. Alrighty, so we're gonna be playing a song from L7. If anybody remembers that band, if you ever played GTA San Andreas and the radio station of Radio X, the song is called Pretend We're Dead. So enjoy, folks. Mademoiselle 7 with Pretend We're Dead, released in 1992. So yeah, folks. So if you like content like this or any other content, please click the bell on the subscribe button to be notified when new uploads. Like the videos, always appreciate the thumbs ups. Have any opinions related to the content of this video or anything of the year or so and such, or in recent stuff, comments down below. So yeah, plus I'm in the YouTube community. I often post what time I post videos at a certain time, rather be the afternoon hours or the early evening hours, not even the early or the late hours, the early morning or the late evening hours. No. And also, folks, I will also leave the link in the description box for another video related to the 5900 for Danny Mai, aka Danny Handsome, big G-Shock collector. Shouts to you, dog, as well. So yeah, and let's give a shout outs to the collectors out there, from the physical media collectors, the toy collectors, all you collectors out there, and shout outs to my subscribers. You know who you are, dudes and dudettes, kitty cats and dogs. So yeah. So take one last viewing. You're never gonna see it again. So y'all, this is Sparky Marky Mark signing off. Y'all take care. God bless you. Enjoy Friday and enjoy the weekend. Gotta go, y'all, and later.